Welcome to America's heartland, Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. Memorial Stadium will be jumping in anticipation of what we've got in store today. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Maryland Terrapins taking on the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Hoosiers will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Maryland's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they can...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Hand off from the shotgun. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. The Terrapins backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Maryland.
And the Terrapins are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Got a man. It's Manning.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins.
This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the third game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Quick spin on the run. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Pickett. They pick up half of it, it'll be 2nd and 5.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing into wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Pickett. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
On the move, it's Murphy. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Martin. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. First down and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davis. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Scott. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Makes the catch. It's Cooper. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First down here. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Makes the catch. It's Davis. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
The quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Scott. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McLaurin. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Manning. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, well, they've been trying to run the football to get it in here. You're right on the doorstep. I like maybe setting up a jumbo formation, maybe going play action, see if you can sneak a guy out in the flat.
Touchdown, Maryland! Quick strike through the air for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
They punt it away on fourth down. Takes it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Grab behind the line. It's Manning. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's McLaurin. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quick completion on the out. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Now improvising. Slings it downfield. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. It's caught downfield.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Motion from the wide receiver. Takes the handoff. It's McLaurin. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Second down, he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreaking route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
Here's a heat. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Got it in the middle. It's Murphy. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That last completion sets them up on second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Heaves it deep. Reels it in down the left side. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. Finds his man. It's Pickett. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Running through contact. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Back open in the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quickly complete. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Terrapins will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll pull it on the read. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The Hoosiers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's reeled in. It's Polk. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit.
He's got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. The Terrapins headed quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in second and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And it slips just inside that right upright. And they go back on top. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Men, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Florida is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in the Swamp. They're up by a field goal over Vanderbilt. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Got his man. There he goes. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Hoosiers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option. The give. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown.
Unleashes one deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
17, Indiana, 14.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
And the Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Washington. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They're going to stay aggressive here. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. Looking to fire. Scrambling away. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Caught over the middle, it's Cooper. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting the touchdown.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They go to the ground. ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first. There he goes. Touchdown, Maryland! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
This time he's got it.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. That pass is incomplete.
This has got to be frustrating for the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He'll work his way down to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Murphy. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Back to throw, it's Washington. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's going to run it. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Makes the grab. It's Scott.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Buying some time. He'll pull it down and run. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
He's looking to throw. Floating away. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Going for 6. Touchdown, Terrapins! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Wide open downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab down the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. So now it's 2nd and long. Defense in press coverage. They'll run play action. Right on target this time. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Give to the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Indiana!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got the 1st down and more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Looking for the goal line. And they are in for the score here late in the 4th quarter.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year?
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. And the returner will be dragged down. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
The ball and the clock is stopped.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Second down.
Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Martin. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Right back to the well. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Terrapins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the ground with the back. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. All business today for this ball club. They come out, and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.